So I've been wanting to do a postpartum video for a while now. Jasper will be 4 months next week, so I thought I'd better hurry up and do it. Kane is going to hate that I haven't centered this shot, but I'm taking advantage of unexpected time without Jessie, and Jasper wanted to feed, but I'm just like, okay, let's just sit down and get this video done. So Kane, darling, I'm sorry that the shot is not centered. So, quick recap on Jasper's birth. He was born on the 19th of April. As I said, he'll be 4 months next week. It was a very, very quick labour on his due date. And yeah, basically within a couple of hours, he was born, within an hour of arriving at the hospital. We were in hospital for almost exactly 24 hours, so we came home lunchtime the next day. And so I guess let's talk about breastfeeding first, since that's what I'm doing currently. From 20 minutes after birth, Jasper was brilliant at feeding, and it's been going pretty much perfect ever since, so no complaints. He is putting on lots of weight, so don't have anything to worry about there. He's basically 8 kilos, which is how much Jessie weighed at about 8 months old. So he's a big boy, feeding really well. And what's really, really good is he also takes a bottle. So we kind of had to test that out about a month ago because I was going to a concert, and he took it no problems. As for sleep, look, Jasper, we've been pretty blessed actually. He's a really good sleeper. For the first probably 6 weeks, I would say we were kind of finding our feet through that time. He was having some tummy issues, had lots of wind, and because I was used to a baby who fed all the time, I was just trying to feed him whenever he was upset, and I think that was sort of causing the problem to be worse. There are a lot of nights where he would be awake for 2 or 3 hours at a time. So, you know, typical sort of newborn stuff. I'd say during that period I was getting about 4 hours sleep throughout the night, but not in a block. It was probably in sort of 1 or 2 hour blocks. You right there, mate? Now, and probably since about 2 months old, we've been in a pretty regular kind of pattern. He will be in bed by about anywhere between 8:30 and 9:30 usually, and oh my goodness, he sleeps on his own in a bassinet in our room for the first sort of section of the night, which is amazing. Jessie never did that and basically slept on one of us the whole time. So yeah, he'll sleep probably from say 9:30 to about 1:32 a.m. And then from there he has a feed in bed, and yeah, basically just stays in bed with me from then, and we just continue to feed, yeah, whenever he needs it. I don't really even look at the time. So yeah, really, really good, happy with that. I'm feeling like I'm getting so much more sleep this time around. Okay, just swap sides. The other thing that made sleep a big sort of made sleep more difficult in those first few weeks was Jasper was so noisy, such a loud, noisy sleeper. He would hum to himself or groan or grunt or just make all these really noisy sounds while he's sleeping, and he was like that from day one in the hospital. I didn't get any sleep that first night because of it. I don't know if I don't think he's completely stopped, but I think I'm more used to it now. But yeah, I don't think he does it as much as he used to, thank goodness. So my postnatal recovery, with the birth, there wasn't any complications whatsoever, apart from it being really quick and really intense. Everything remained intact and all was well in that department. So obviously can't hope for anything more than that. Recovery, my body was very sore, I guess, for probably at least the first week, about 5 to 6 days. My sort of pubic bone area was quite sore, and I probably was taking Panadol for about a week afterwards just to sort of help with that. And I guess too that's probably due to quite a big baby. He was basically 4 kilos and a very quick labour as well. After pains were a lot more painful this time around, and I had heard that... You're smiling at me. You hear me talking. I had heard that with subsequent babies they get worse and worse. So there was one time, probably about 5 days after birth, where during the night I had just excruciating pain. I was almost about to wake Kane up to take me to hospital. It was like having contractions over and over. So yeah, that wasn't too fun, but I took some Panadol and eventually it went away, thank goodness. And yeah, probably within 2 weeks I wasn't getting any after pains anymore. So I can't really talk about Jasper without mentioning his big brother Jesse, and how he has handled the new addition to our family over the last few months. So I think that's everything I've covered off on the birth, briefly, breastfeeding, sleeping, my postnatal recovery. I think that's about it. Can't believe he's almost 4 months. Like, I don't know where the time's gone. It's just gone so quickly. He's smiling away here. But yeah, we're just really, really happy, smitten with this little one, and yeah, just loving life, having a great time together as a family, and it's been lots of fun. Life is good. And do you want to say hello? Yeah. Why don't you say hello? He's probably going to do a big vomit now. Hey? Okay, say bye-bye.